it's not funny.
Come on, baby boy. We are here with my sister and my mom. Yay! Two of your favorite people. Oh, and also a third and fourth favorite person are here. Sister has a lovely new bag. So cute. I've been looking for a top handle. What is this called?
Oh, I don't know what it's called, but
it's a Fendi.
It's like a mini Fendi.
I like it because it has this pocket, and the peekaboos don't have that pocket.
Do you want me to explain why this is
here?
Okay, so this is a mini peekaboo, but in commemoration of the, I forget what year anniversary it is for the baguette bag. Do you remember the Fendi baguette? I forget what year it is, 30 anniversary? I can't remember. This is the logo on the baguette bag.
Oh.
So they did a version of the peekaboo in a mini.
Oh, I like it.
But yeah, that's what this is. This is the baguette anniversary commemorative logo.
Nice.
But you can also, this side is just a normal peekaboo, so depending on which side you want to show.
That's nice.
You got two. Isn't it cute?
Very cute.
This is in a taupe color. It comes in a like a bright white and a black and I think maybe like a pink. At least in Hong Kong.
Nice.
Maybe the US has different colors.
Wow.
I love it.
Cute.
Crossbody.
So we're going to lunch and then
shopping.
It's one of our favorite pastimes, shopping, not because we buy things. We might not buy anything, but it's all about
buy something.
We like to walk around, look at things, have lunch.
I'll buy something.
Oh, she might buy something.
Me too.
Oh, okay. Well, we're actually going to get gifts, so that's the goal because nobody has
look at
gifts.
us. We're kind of pastel today.
Yes,
Sorry.
I know. This is the color. Someone told me, one of you told me this is the color of 2023, or one of the colors.
Really?
This powder blue. Or the powder blue. Yes.
I think I have a very similar sweater.
Vince?
No.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Dad.
Hi.
Your other favorite people. Hey, Mama. Well, this is what happens when I do my nails in a hurry. Disaster. Show you the palette that I would recommend. I've had questions before about what would I recommend for someone who's just starting out with Chanel, what's the palette they should get. We also looked at cheap products, but they were out of stock.
I've just always worn really like warm based colors just because someone told me that like when I was a teenager, and I've always worn.
Oh, that far ago?
Yeah, and they told me, oh, you know, you're coloring, you know, wear warm. If you wear warm tones, that's great. But like, I'm quite cool compared to you.
Yeah, especially you've got a lot of pink tones in your skin, and I feel like some of the warm tones get lost on her and actually competes a little bit.
Yeah.
She has some warm tones, but also a lot of pink. So compared to me, I have, you can see more of actually an olive tone in my skin versus hers. So this is a palette I think works for most people. I've said that before, and I love this one. And again, if you're going to start with one,
and it's not like very warm, right? That's what we were saying.
Right, we were looking for something cooler or neutral or just a step in that direction, because it's not a like gray palette or anything like that, but it does hint at cool. And there's a little bit more glow here than what I think you prefer.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's good.
So we thought we would try this and see, but it looks so different on her than it looks on me. So if you know, you can already probably guess. We went with Tisse Rivoli because we played with it a little bit yesterday. So we've got it right here. And I think it works really well with your tone. So we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna talk about, or you're gonna talk a little bit about style, because we went shopping also for our gifts from mom
to
and
ourselves.
Dad. Well, not to ourselves, it's for mom and dad, and they wanted us to pick something out. And she did a good job of picking something out for me as well. So we're going to talk about that style, different styles of style.
All right.
Oh yes, please fix this. You want to tell us about it while I do your makeup?
Yeah.
So you talk. I'm going to use your brushes. She brought some brushes, and she'll talk about this piece because it's really special and kind of jewelry I love because it has a story behind it.
I live in Hong Kong right now, and I have some wonderful jewelry designer friends in Hong Kong. And I love this one jewelry designer. Her name is June, and she owns
Hi, June.
A brand in a store called Novel Fineries.
And where is that located?
That is located in the Peninsula Hotel.
Okay.
In Hong
While
Kong.
she's talking, I'm going to take this shade and just sweep it all over her eyelid. It's a Chantecaille shade and sweet brush that she has here.
So June is a wonderful artist, beautiful designer, and she's really lovely to collaborate with. She's just a wonderful person. So I came to her and I told her, you know, my sister had a birthday coming up and I wanted to get her something really special. June was making, I don't know if you can see, stones that are cut into a heart, beautifully faceted, and then they're set on their side a little bit. So they don't hang straight from the top, they hang from the side. So they're just a little askew. So cute. I don't know what you call it, the casing? I guess the setting, sorry, that the heart is in. It's also this beautiful design. She does a lot of kind of snake design, so it's actually reminiscent of a snake. So I wanted one made.
You could do a one and done like this. Just add a little bit of color, but we're gonna build a little bit of a crease. Now her brushes are bigger than what I would use on me, but we're gonna go for this. It's a, what do you have, a Bedelium tool? 785. We're gonna take this same shade though and just build a crease and intensify.
I went in and I liked what she was doing with the hearts, and I said I want to make something for my sister, and I wanted to get something that was a color that she could use as layering. So I wanted to go with something white or clear, so we decided on white topaz. So then June went out and she went to source the stone, and she wanted to find one super sparkly, super clear, super bright, and she found one. And what's really special is she actually cut 2 hearts from the same stone. So I bought the other one.
So we have matching pendants.
Yes,
now.
matching pendants.
And I love it because it's adjustable as well.
Yeah.
So you can lengthen or shorten it. And it's really easy. It's like a sliding kind of mechanism on it.
It's done in 18 karat gold, which I love.
Yeah, I love the design. I love that it's cut 2 are cut from the same stone, which makes sense for sisters. I like that it's whimsical, but not super in-your-face whimsical. You can just tell once you see it close up. And I love that it's custom. I'm going to take this. She doesn't have like the kind of brush that I would love to use right now. It's a smaller version of that. So I'm going to use this. It's more like a pencil brush. I'm going to take the deepest shade here, this one, and just build that corner. So her eyes are very much a different, whoa, oops. Her eyes are a different shape than mine also, so I'm doing it a little differently than how I would do mine. So then we went shopping with my mom, my husband yesterday, and we each picked out some lovely fine jewelry. Now we also like a good sale, so it was 55% off plus another like 20% off.
And then there was like another 20% thrown in there too, I think.
And we both went for pearl earrings. Now, our styles are very different, and she actually, that's what one of the things she does is help people find their style and dress and pick accessories that suit your style. Is that correct? Tell me how that works. Is it like body type? Is it essence? Like, what do you look at to determine that?
We like to call it style from the inside out, and it's basically looking at a few components: your presence, your aura, and your energy. So
is there a survey that you take, or do you
self?
Okay.
So our process is,
I haven't done, why have I not done this process?
Know.
I need to do the process. Okay.
Yeah, but our philosophy is, you know, it doesn't matter what you know, if you're a certain size, weight, age, doesn't really matter. Shape has something to do with it, just in terms of your, we call it physicality and presence, but it's not about, you know, are you, you know, a size 0 or are you a size 12, right? It's not about that. When you walk into a room, what's the first thing people notice about you, right?
So what is the first thing people notice about me? So
for you, you might have a kind of authoritative yet grounded, right? You walk into a room and it's kind of like, ooh, you know, you have a gravitas.
Is that because I'm tall?
Yes. So there are some, we call them essence types.
So I'm taking this latest shade here. I'm just going to use my finger here. Okay,
there are some essence types that you lead with your, we call it verticality. We work with something called the Kibbe essence types.
Pretty. So that's like her style of makeup. It's very subtle, very blended. There's no harsh lines. I didn't use any eyeliner. I just used this as an eyeliner. This shade right here.
I like it.
And then we could clean up the eggs.
I have eggs on my face.
The ends of her eyes with the concealer that I forgot to bring. But we would do the same thing and just like clean it up, just like we do on my eye.
Yeah, verticality is one aspect that we look at, because that can be very impactful from a presence perspective, and that will help us to start to determine what essence type you are. So like I was saying with you, you will enter a room, you'll have this verticality presence, as well as you have a groundedness. And so there's a few other elements in there, but we would type you as a form of a, what's called a natural. And you might be actually a flamboyant natural because of your height. And actually, many of the American supermodels, like Cindy Crawford, are what are called flamboyant naturals.
Like Christy Turlington?
Yeah.
I love her.
I know, I remember that from when we were younger. We loved her. What that means, how that translates into style principles, is that you actually can look quite dressed up in very relaxed things. Like
this, I'm wearing LILYSILK pajamas right now, and a cashmere cardigan.
So relaxed, oversized, not overly fussy, not overly ornate. So like a white shirt, like a slightly oversized, worn-in white shirt with some relaxed jeans.
That's what I wear in almost every video, is a white shirt.
And you look classy, refined, dressed up, and all you need then is like 1 or 2 accessories. There's another word that is associated with naturals. It's called fresh. So think about that word and what it means when someone feels fresh. Right. It's like you can come right out of the shower and you just woke up this way, right? It's like that feeling. That's just a little taste of what your type would be and how we would dress you.
Okay, so that brings us to the jewelry. There was a lot to pick from. It was kind of like the display was a little bit haphazard, so it
was a department store with like a lot of counters.
I get overwhelmed when there's a lot of things to look at too, that I don't see anything after a while. And we both selected pearl. Well, actually she selected them. She spotted these first for herself, and I was like, yeah, those are you and definitely not me, but they're very cool.
You see them?
So you can see this is the front, so it's gonna look like this, definitely more modern. Got diamonds here and then pearl.
Yeah, and why I spotted these is I've always wanted some pearl earrings.
Do you not have any pearl earrings?
I have some pearl earrings. I don't have a lot because they can look very precious. My type is a version of the classic. Classics are all about balance and blended 50-50. There's a principle that underlies the Kibbe system. That's all about where things lie on the yin and yang scale. For a classic, you're kind of well balanced in between. So for me, I have a balance of yin and yang, and it's quite blended. So
that totally makes sense.
This balance, sparkle from the diamonds, juxtaposes with the roundness and softness of the pearl, and it has that, yeah, some angles, some cleanness, some modernity to it.
And follow her on Instagram, because then you'll see more of like the clothing that she's describing her style.
When you go shopping with a friend sometimes, or your sister, and you'll see something and maybe she tries something on and you're like, oh, that looks so good, I want to try that on. And you put it on and it's just like, oh, that looks so not me, that doesn't feel right.
So for
that's what we're talking about.
There's a ZIMMERMAN dress that she wore for some family portraits. I had originally purchased it for myself and it did not look right for some reason, and so then she tried it on and she's like, oh, can I just buy this because I want to wear it, and it looks so much better on her. I had a picture.
Good point, because that dress is very soft classic type for me.
I don't know, it didn't look right on me. I ended up
it was fighting with your energy.
It was fighting with me, so I went with a totally different dress, but it was still flowy, but it worked better on me, the one that I had on.
Because yours had a more Grecian quality to it, like Athena, goddess.
Like a statue.
Like a statue, like a, you know, earth mama coming out of the water kind of thing. That's the feeling. And the cut really worked.
It was more effortless.
Effortless, exactly.
As well.
Yes.
Yours was effortful.
Mine had a, you know, some tailoring, it had some ruffles, and it had a cinching at the waist.
And I can't handle all the like ruffles and everything because I'm already tall.
It was too fussy for you.
So the other one worked, even though it was feminine. And then for the earrings, then she picked these out because I was like, I don't even see anything anymore. There's too much stuff here. She ended up seeing these for me, which I thought, oh yeah, those are perfect. Like those go with my white shirt. So they've got a little diamond on the top. We've got a chain, which I also like, and then the pearls here.
Yeah.
Are you hearing rumbling?
Yeah, is that an earthquake?
So I'm wondering.
An earthquake's a lot.
I know.
Here.
We should do one so they can see a process. Do you do them online too?
We can do, yeah, we can do styling completely online too. We have a whole version where
so that might be interesting because I know that a lot of you are not based in Hong Kong and it would be a virtual thing. And I need to pare down my closet, so it might help to look at it through that lens, like not really buying new things, but what are the things that I have? Because I love the buy better. I don't want to keep accumulating things, but I'd like to just curate my closet and just keep the things that are really suited for me and then disperse the other items that are not, and then find any opportunities or any low-hanging fruit for things that I could add to my wardrobe just to like tie it all together. So that's what I would like, because I don't want to go buy, I have so many clothes already, and I'm really buying statement and investment pieces right now, so I would like that.
That's what we focus on. So when we basically call ourselves style coaches, because it's not about buying the trends or the new looks every season. So we help you understand what your style essence type is and really understand yourself from that perspective, because that doesn't change through your whole life. Once you understand that foundation, then you'll know how to apply your style principles through the years. Your taste might change, your aesthetic kind of preferences might change, your essence won't change, but when you have the tools to understand how to apply that to make them come to life on you, that's what we teach. We don't want people buying new clothes every season. It's not about that. It's really about understanding yourself so you can make better decisions
and wiser investments. So kind of like what I do with makeup, helping you figure out what will make sense for you to invest in, and it sounds like yours is very similar approach.
Your makeup is like this too. It's how to find even more confidence in yourself, because we find when people really understand their essence type and their style and are able to dress for it, and they can, you know, every day when they put an outfit, they come alive.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. So I'm gonna add a lip to her now, and we picked this and it looked cool on when we swatched it, but really on her, since her color is so much more pink, like you can really see it now with this light shifting, it's actually kind of warm on her. We picked number 69.
It's so pretty in the
She loves it. So it's the Rouge Allure Velvet, because you like a matte lip, and I showed her how I learned how to apply Chanel lip. Yeah, it's just so interesting how, well maybe, oh no, it's still looking warm on you. I don't know why. Are you leaving now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shopping! Let's cut the heads
So
off.
we're gonna do some styling today for a younger relative. I'm gonna put my sister's skills to use and see if she wants any makeup. You want makeup?
These days, all the relatives seem younger. Why do you always cut off the head?
Because it was very relaxed. It felt
say bye here. And that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other. Stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.